Okay, guys, please start reading through number 37 from the Regents exam so we can help each other out. There are two functions up there. There's an R1, which stands for your revenue, and a C1, which is for your cost. All right, two up there. They look pretty serious, big numbers. The profit is the difference between the two. Can you guys write me the function for P of X, which is the profit? It's the difference between the two. So you're going to do, what am I asking for in difference? Where are we going to do the two here? Okay, I am going to subtract them. A little worry before you start. Anybody know where you could mess up real quickly? You're subtracting the two. Hakan? Not so much the order. So I got 550 x to the third minus 12,000 x squared plus 83,000 x plus 7,000. Now here's where I'm a little worried. You guys are just going to put minus and rewrite that. Go ahead, say it again. You got to distribute that negative. You're subtracting this whole thing. So ready? Minus 880x cubed. Now what happens? Plus 21,000 x squared. Keep going with me. Minus 15,000 x, and then plus 160,000. Does everyone see that? When you're subtracting it, you have to distribute the negatives first. So go ahead right now, grab a calculator if you need to up here, and let's figure out what the profit one's going to be. Combine all your like terms now. That's all we're doing. Combine your like terms. Bless you. Anybody want to have a little confidence here going into the break? What the profit one is? JT, go. Good start. Ooh, 168. You had, ready? You had 83,000, right? And then 100 minus 150,000. Yep. That's a tough one. A lot of people forgetting zeros. Go ahead. X, yep. And then what's your final number here? Got it. Okay. That's worth 2 points right there. 2 out of the 6 points. That's why we don't leave anything blank. You forget the sign, you change the signs, it's a point. All right. Any issues getting there? Because this was probably the easiest of the parts here. Now flip it over. Now we got to graph it. Specifically, what values is it asking us to graph from? 2 to 16. Hey, nothing less, nothing more. 2 to 16. So you want to set up your x-axis now? What's the x's have to go from? 2 to 16. Can you start with 1? Yeah, you can start with 1. As long as 2 to 16 is on there. Go ahead, set it up. Y-axis, we're going to have to check in the calculator what those y values are, but All right, got your x-axis. Now we got to figure out what our y's go to. Everyone go ahead, go to your calculator, type in the profit now. Go to your calculator, go to the y equals screen, type in your profit on y equals. Get a table of values up so we can see what do I need to do for my y-axis. Be careful here, just like JT did. Watch out for all the zeros. Don't try to graph it because you're not going to see anything because the numbers are too large for what you have on your window. We don't care what the graph looks like now. We just want to get the table of values up. So second graph. Can you guys go through your table right now? Tell me the lowest y value. Because I got to start setting up this y-axis. What's my lowest y value? About what? From 2 to 16 only. I don't care about the rest. 2 to 16. What's my lowest y value? Yep, about right at 5. When x equals 5, it's about 15,750. So that's my lowest. What's the highest? Keep scrolling through. What's the highest? $108. 2 through 16. What was your highest? About 91 at x equals 13. Okay, so ready? We just decided, all right, our y values have to go from 15,750 to 91,990. What do you suggest we start at and go by? This is going to be your decision here. I can't hold your hand too much longer here. So if our low value, 15,750, what do you suggest we start at then? 15, I like it. And go up to what? And go by what? Go by 15s? Are we going to hit? Where do we go up to then? Could we go up to 100 or 105? Do we want to, or do we want to go lower? I went a little lower, but 15 should be fine. Should still look the same. I went by 10s all the way up to 95. So I started at 15, went by 10s up to 95,000. Quickly though, anybody know what I'm going to need? If you're going to start at 15,000 and go by 10s, I need a break. Yeah, need a break there on the y-axis. So this little break. All right, so 15,000, 25,000, 35,000. Go ahead, set it up. You should have more than enough room to get to 95,000. And then I'm going to walk around and watch you guys plot these points to make sure you're on the right track. Guys having any issues with this graph? What year was the least profitable? Year 5 and the most? Year 13. Pretty easy from the graph, right? Yeah. Okay, anything else from there? Are we good? I just totally lost where I was there. There it is. Year 5, year 13. All good? And just I don't know if you guys did it or not, but you do have to explain why it's 5 and 13. I looked at the graph. The minimum was at 5 and the max was at 13. So, all right, do make sure you explain a little bit other than putting 5 and 13 down. Okay. All right, one more. That's it. Can you get one more in you? Number 23. The old parabola. And I'm just going to, hey, I'm not going to go in a big detailed session about this now. I'm going to go be very brief because when we get back from break, we got some parabola work to do with directrix, focus, vertex, etc. Here's the bottom line. There is a horizontal line called your directrix. There is a focus, a point somewhere called the focus. Not too sure of its purpose. I don't teach it, so not too sure. In the middle is the parabola. Halfway between the two is this thing called the vertex of the parabola. Great. Yep, that's my parabola. All right. Happy holidays. Okay. Vertex is halfway in between the focus and this directrix down here. We are looking in this one for the focus. The directrix, y equals -1. Anybody remember how to get the vertex from the equation? Okay, that's fine. And again, I'm just going to show you where it is today. Trust me, after break, we got to go over detailed stuff. The vertex is inside the parenthesis and outside the parenthesis, those two numbers. Okay, so my vertex here is 2, 2. Okay, 2, 2. If this was +2 inside, it'd be -2, 2. All right, it's whatever number they put. If it's plus, that means I put a -2 in for my x coordinate, +2 for my y coordinate. Can you guys finish this? Where did I tell you this vertex was? Well, 2, 2, but where as far as the focus and directrix go? Right in the middle, halfway. Halfway. So how many units did I go from the directrix to 2, 2? How many units? It was at -1, and I just went to 2. How many units did I go? I went up 3, right? It's directly in the middle, so it go another 3 units up. Anybody want to tell me where the focus is? 2, what's 3 units up? 5, yep. 2, 5. Vertex halfway in between. All right.